go to public comment period. And since we want to make sure you fill out a card if you wish to speak, and since we don't have an adequate clock, Vice Chair Rain will hold up a red card to note 15 seconds to the end of your testimony. And do we have any cards?
Nothing states public comment on it.
Anybody want to? Seeing none, I'll close the public comment period then and go to the next item of business, is approval of the minutes. Has everybody had time to read the minutes? Comments? Commissioner Cavan.
We did receive the minutes via email, but they are quite lengthy, and I just received hard copy today, and I would recommend that we forego approving the minutes until next meeting.
Is that a motion?
Motion.
We got a motion and a second to not approve the minutes until next commission meeting. Anybody oppose that? All for the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. We'll approve the minutes at the next meeting then. Okay. Next item on the agenda, next item of business is correspondence. Any correspondence? We've got a lot of correspondence floating around from the commissioners that you want to bring up at this point. Now's the time. Commissioner McBeth?
Yeah, there is a ton of them. So, anyway, I don't know, would you like me to go just through everything I have?
Yeah, just go ahead and
the first one is a letter dated May 21 to you, Chairman, with respect to the Northern Nevada chapter of SCI, and basically they're just confirming well, their disappointment, obviously, but also to make sure that that the commission knows they have withdrawn their that they withdrew their request for the heritage vendor tags, and so I have that letter. I assume everybody got that. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. An email from Casey Nelson. I don't think it's a good idea to give out a bounty on mountain lions to Mike Stimler, so that's with regard to one of the heritage projects. Another one from Dave Random. Why does the department have custom wheels on their truck in Eureka? Basically personnel matters with the department. I don't know how you guys, this department, get those things and deal with them. Okay, assume so. Email from Mark Johnson, thanking the commission and Chairman Lint for the letters that went out on the Main Street station. And of course, we got those letters. Email from Jerry Smith. Apparently he was at the Elko County Advisory Board meeting and had an issue with how the recommendation for reducing the deer tags in Area 10. I got some information from Dr. Moldy on the how well we're doing on predator control. He doesn't think that we're having much results. I got this one from it's a outfit called Responsive Management. I don't know, it was addressed to all of us. Did everybody get that one? Fallacy of online surveys. No data are better than bad data. I haven't read that one yet.
Interesting, you had to read that.
We've got 3 open meeting law correspondence, violations, complaints that were forwarded from the Office of the Attorney General. I will not go into those details, but I imagine everybody got those. That's what I got.
Okay. Anybody else have any correspondence?
We had one,
Commissioner Cavan?
thank you, Mr. Chairman. We had one from the Board of Regents. And in fact, I've got the wrong letter here, but we got a thank you, or a letter of acknowledgement from Milton Glick, the president of the university, on our letter to concerning the main station farm and the future of Cadner. So they did receive our letter and considered our input on that.
Anybody else have any?
We received quite a few emails on one of the agenda items, and I think we'll probably be able to cover those.
Oh, yeah, I did
On
not.
the,
with
on the
regard to
guides petition, we had some emails on that. So I think we can cover those during that process.
I'll put in the record, I think I sent it to all the commissioners, the letter I wrote to Mark Johnson, the provost, and it went to Milton on the what we talked about. We got a letter back. And I think I sent the letter that I sent out to him, gave it to every commissioner. So I'll put that in the folder. And then I also sent a letter on the pipeline project to Dan Redbig of El Paso Gas, and I sent that out to all the commissioners. I think Suzanne did. Did everybody get that one? Mm-hmm. And so I'll put those into the record. I have the same Mike Mantelli. Did you have one from him?
Is that one of the ones on the
On the second draw?
Yeah. See, let me just explain that, Chairman Lent. I did get a lot of correspondence on that, and I included all that in my section 4 dealing with that particular agenda item. And so I didn't know if we need to go, if we need to discuss all of those, I can go to that section.
I'm just putting him in the record there.
Okay.
And then I had another from Casey Nelson on the lion bounty that you had. And then I had another one from Larry Abels on reinstating the second draw, unsuccessful mule deer guides draw. And then I had another one from Christy and Harry Matthews on the same subject. And then I had another one from Hunter's Alert on an article where the Alaska Fish and Game are suing the feds over predator. And I don't know if everybody got that.
I didn't know.
But I'll put that in the record also. And that's the correspondence, basically what I got. And the letters I wrote, correspondence I sent out to all the commissioners. Anybody else have any correspondence? I'll just put these in the record. If not, we'll close that item of business and go to the next item of business, which is the appeal hearing, Mr. Robert Wallen. Is he here?
I think he withdrew his.
See us back.
Somebody want to step up to the mic then?
Rob Wallen. Yes, I would like to withdraw my appeal. Thank you.
Okay, we thank you. next item of business is an appeal hearing by Mr. Mark Paul. Is he here? And I want to...
Did we, this, I was looking at some notes, and this was a placeholder item. Did we get an appeal from him?
Yes.
Okay. Just couldn't find it.
Right here, I've got it here. I want to... I want to disclose that I talked to him, or his wife, and she explained the situation to me, and I talked to systems consultant, and I got provided a audio recording of the conversation that she had with them, and he also furnished me the website that she was referring to, NDOW's website, and so I did have a conversation with her, but I want to disclose that, but being a prudent person, it won't affect my vote if this comes to a vote, so I will be voting on it, but I want to disclose that. Any other commissioner have any? If not, Commissioner Capurro?
Apparently, they're not here to argue their appeal, is that right?
Yes, they're not here.
Okay, to me, apparently there's some differences between what's on the website for NDOW and what's on the website for HunterWeb.com. And that is one of the issues that is different. I don't believe I think the one website either doesn't address it at all as to when the close of that is, and the other one says 5 o'clock. But if we're going to go into the era, which is already there, of online application, that sort of thing, then I don't think 5 o'clock is appropriate. That's a brick and mortar type deal where, the department closes down at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's why we have it. But I think number one, that it should be clear, whatever is done, should be very clear to those people that are online, and particularly out-of-state hunters who may not have access to some of our rules and regulations. But it seems to me like the time frame in an online situation should be midnight of the day that's mentioned, and it should be prominently mentioned so that there isn't any cause for potential misunderstandings in the future.
Let me explain to the commissioners, because I'm not sure everybody understands it, but...
Just, if I could interrupt for
sure,
just a
go
second,
ahead.
sorry.
Anytime.
These are, the comments are, I think you need to do something about the appeal. Mr. Paul is a no-show. These are kind of member item comments that should have been in the member item section. They're not appropriate for the appeal, not appropriate for a quasi-judicial body to be commenting on the merits of a case. And so I think you need to move that to another item. That's what I'd recommend.
I was just going to explain the situation to the rest of the commissioners in case they don't understand it.
On the appeal?
Yeah. And this appeal is Mark Powell. Evidently, his wife went on the internet to fill out the application. And she went to the NDOW website, and it said the deadline was, I don't know when it was, and I'll ask Mr. Sefton to come up here in a minute. It gave a deadline, and she thought April 15th, whatever it was April 15th till midnight. So she thought she had till midnight to apply. But when you go on to the system consultant website, it said the deadline's 5 o'clock, and the regulations say it's 5 o'clock. But she didn't have the regulation because I think she's from Wyoming, and this is the second year she applied for bonus points. No, she didn't apply for bonus points last year, and if she doesn't apply this year, her husband loses all the bonus points. And he had 7 or 8 bonus points for most of the hunts. And so if she can't get the bonus points this year, you lose them all. And she said she went on the NDOW website and she thought she had till midnight. And then when she went to apply, it said 5 o'clock and it was too late. And I'm gonna call Don Sefton up here because he recorded the conversations. And so she thought that there's a basis for the appeal because the NDOW website did not specify a time until she applied on the systems consultant website.
Again, I'm going to try to get you to stop because if they're not here, that means they've abandoned their appeal.
Okay.
The board should dismiss the appeal based on the fact that they decided not to pursue it. Unless some arrangement was made in the interim, you shouldn't be deciding the case in absentia.
That's fine. So we need a motion then, since they didn't show up to...
I'd like to make a motion to dismiss the appeal of Mr. Mark Paul for his failure to pursue his appeal and attend this hearing. We go to the trouble of putting these things on an agenda, and so it's a pretty clear indication if he's not going to show up that we ought to just dismiss it. So I'd make that motion to dismiss this appeal.
Second. Who seconded that? We have a motion to dismiss this appeal based on the assumption that Mark Paul did not show up, and we have a second on it. Any questions? Any commissioner? If not, call for the vote. All for the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. And would you notify them of what our decision is then? Do we do that? We should notify them. What's that?
This issue could make arrangements to basically get that deal. It's a good point. It's a good issue.
Okay.